Most of the issues that we are dealing with now are related to poverty, but we still want to put everything in a racial context. The problem with and the reason I feel uncomfortable condemning the Klan types is they're almost the poorest of the poor. They're the forgotten Americans.
Get out.
Sorry, man.
Get out! Yo!
I'm so sorry for the mix-up, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm up here in the mountains in the Poconos, like I said, with my family, so we're experiencing a little technical difficulty. But as I was saying, the mic is live today, and we want to send a shout out to the people of Texas. They're dealing with that hurricane down there, and we hope that everybody's well and staying safe and staying out of the storm. Today's topic, saving Negroes from the sunken place. I'm going to be very brief today. I'm not going to spend the whole hour. Because like I said, I'm out here with the family, and I always preach to you guys spending quality time with the family. And, you know, my lady didn't complain, bless her heart. So I'm going to, you know, cut this short so I can give them their time. I didn't even work out this weekend. I told them I'm going to do whatever they want to do because I'm very selfish with my time at home. Hey, Babs, how you doing, dear? And so I'm going to give them their time like they deserve. But I wanted to come out because you guys have been following me. Y'all been faithful, and I didn't want to cut the broadcast this weekend. If I'm moving around a little bit, that's because I'm barbecuing as well. So, but I'm a man of many hats, so I can do both. I'm just waiting for my bricks to get white. Not quite. My bricks ain't white yet. Once they get white, I'm going to turn the camera. You're going to see me behind the grill. But I'm going to keep everything going. Because like I said, family's important. And they didn't complain about me doing the podcast. So I want to give them their time. I'm going to cut this short today. But I was very moved by something that happened this week. And that's why I didn't want to wait to do this broadcast because I thought it was very important that it get done. Today's podcast is entitled Saving Negroes from the Sunken Place. And as I was saying before Facebook interrupted the feed, that's a colloquialism taken from the movie Get Out. You know, you guys know the plot. Young man was involved with a young white girl, went to the family. Her mother was a hypnotist. She hypnotized him and drew his consciousness to a sunken place where they were able to manipulate different black people that they kidnapped. And after they were hypnotized, they were able to steal their talents and give them to other people. But we have sort of taken that meaning to another level. And now we look at what we used to call house niggas or coons as people that are in the sunken place that have been hypnotized. And so I didn't put a question mark at the end of the advertisement, but one can ask the question, you know. It can be a statement or a question, saving Negroes from the sunken place, or should we save Negroes from the sunken place? And I put that post up on one of the other feeds that I do, and the brother came back and said, I don't save Negroes from the sunken place. They get it just like the enemy do. And I can understand that point of view, you know. And but what inspired me to do that is that topic was I saw an interview with Andrew Young, and I was so disappointed with that brother. I don't know what happened to him. You know, he was one of our leaders. He was a strong black man. He served in the UN. He was the mayor in Chicago, I believe. And he came out talking about some stuff about he he doesn't really blame the KKK members for how they think because they're some of the forgotten. And he started talking all this sunken place, coon house nigga stuff. And I'm like, is this the same Andrew Young that, talk about how revolutionaries are cowards? And I mean, he just was on some, I don't know what tea he was drinking, but, when I reproduce this and put it on my YouTube, I'm gonna play a clip. So if any of you guys see the YouTube, and if you missed his interview, you'll be able to go on YouTube and see some of the clip. But it was sad. It really hurt my heart to know that brother has sunk into that place, and it just kills me how a lot of these Negroes, now that they've gotten into a certain position, how they forgot to struggle, And so I have to pose the question, do we save these Negroes from themselves, And, okay, it's time for me to swing around, so, bear with me. Like I said, I'm barbecuing, but I'm going to keep the discussion going. So I'm asking, do we save these Negroes? Are they worthy of our salvation? Do we take the time to show them their error? Or is the struggle too important? Is the struggle too important to waste time on them? Do we take that time out of the struggle to say, hey brother, hey sister, you're misguided. You need to rethink your strategy. You need to do things a little different because you're not on point in terms of what we're trying to do. Especially a person like Andrew Young. You mean tell me you marched with Dr. King, you knew all these brothers that was out there, in the struggle. And your premise is that you feel sorry for the white supremacists. You can feel sorry for a white supremacist that called you a nigger, but you think people like the Black Panthers were cowards? Come on, brother. There's something wrong with you. You betrayed everything and everybody that ever believed in you, And that's why I have a problem with our brothers and sisters that are in the sunken place. And I, for one, think that they should stay there. We have to think about the young people out there that are struggling, the young people of conscience that are trying to make change. And those are the people that we should be putting our efforts into.
Come on, let's hurry up so we can come back.
Those are the ones. Can you hand me a knife over there?
I'll be right back. I'm going to get that grill thing.
All right.
'Cause I don't know why you bought the pan.
Because that's what we said.
No, he's going to put it on that grill thing that I made the French fries on last night.
Oh,
the
okay.
oven thing that was in the oven.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in the middle of barbecuing, but we're going to keep this podcast going, But, we gotta concentrate on our young people, man. We don't have time for Negroes in the sunken place. Like that other brother that be on NBC. And what's his name? His name escapes me. I wrote it down. What's that brother's name? Paris Paris didn't get the memo that we free now. Always trying to big up Trump and make excuses for him and, telling people, that his lies aren't really lies. Come on, people. We ain't got time for sunken place Negroes. We ain't got time to be going back and trying to re-educate somebody like Andrew Young that has been in the struggle just about all his life. And I know people say, well, he paid his dues, we should show him a little bit more respect. But it's not about me showing him respect. It's about him losing his self-respect. You know? It's about him not respecting the fact that people look up to him. And that stuff he was talking is a bunch of nonsense. You know, that stuff's a bunch of nonsense. How you gonna talk about the Klan or the forgotten ones? They not forgotten. Them dudes can go anywhere, anytime, and do anything. Ain't nothing forgotten about them. We the forgotten ones. We're the ones that are disenfranchised. We're the ones whose leaders were murdered. We're the ones whose children are shot down in the street. And he talking about you can't blame the KKK members. You know, I said it last week. The KKK are a terrorist organization. Those neo-Nazis are terrorists. How you gonna talk about they the forgotten ones? If that's the case, ISIS is forgotten. How you feel about ISIS? How do you feel about Al-Qaeda? You know, they got a position. They got a feeling. You know, they feel left out. They feel disrespected. That's why they do what they do. So you telling me that they should be given pity like you're going to show the KKK and the neo-Nazis, Andrew Young? Something wrong with you, brother. There's something wrong with you. You know? For you to fix your face to say something like that on national TV, there's something wrong with you, my brother. If something happened to you along the way, you know, you don't know who you are anymore. You have no idea who you are anymore. And it's frightening to think that somebody, a black leader, a prominent black leader, you know, with your respect and who's renowned and respected as you are, to get on national TV and make a case for the KKK and to even make people even consider that Trump was right in talking that stuff about bad things were done on all sides, Come on, brother. There's something wrong with you, Andrew. Something happened to you, my brother, and you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And the black community should let him know in no uncertain terms that we're not trying to hear that stuff. The KKK ain't forgotten. They're not marginalized. They are people who know who they are and are trying to spread their nonsense across the globe. Those neo-Nazis, they're nothing but terrorists. And there should be no pity and no quarter drawn for them. Because when pity was shown to them and quarter was drawn for them, we see what happened in the 1940s and the 1950s. They almost wiped out a whole race of people. So come on with that, man. Get out of that sunken place, my brother. Paris the Nine, Michael Vick, all you house niggas out there, all you coons out there, come out of the sunken place. Because we ain't got the time, we ain't got the energy, and we ain't got the resources to come and pull you out of the quicksand. All right? So should we be saving Negroes from the sunken place? No, we should not. We ain't, like I said, we don't have the time, we don't have the energy, and we don't have the resource. Too much is going on right now. Too much. You right about that, Babs. He sold out completely. You know, and there was always something about that brother, you know, that struck me funny. You really want to know the truth. There was always something about Andrew Young that just didn't, even when I was a young man, it didn't sort of like Luther's Jerry curl. It didn't, you know, it didn't curl all the way with me, you know. But, you know, I respected him because a lot of my elders respected him. My brother Eric respected him, you know, and that's my big brother. You know, I follow suit. He said the man was worthy of respect, so I gave him that respect. But now, I realized that there was a reason why I didn't trust him, and there was something about him that didn't, like I said, like Luther's Jerry curl, you know. And it's just so sad, man, that these sunken Negroes, you know, like that dude Paris the Nod, and all them other cats, man, out there caping for the white supremacists, didn't get the memo that we free now. Not only are we free, we're freeing our children and our people, you know. We do not have time for no sunken place Negroes. They got to save themselves. We ain't gonna come out in the dead of night out of nowhere and run the enemy over with a car and try to help you out. You know, you in that sunken place, you there by yourself, you know? And like I said, there are sunken place Negroes on all levels, you know? Just to show that I'm not trying to be totally hard about this, you know? There are some sunken place Negroes that are out by choice, you know? They see white daddy and white mommy as a way of making a dollar. So they made that choice to be out there in the sunken place. But then there are some sunken place Negroes that don't know that they're in a sunken place. They either grew up a certain way or they was told, you know, and didn't know no better, you know. And it's like the law. Ignorance is no excuse, but I could feel more sorry for them. It keeps fading on me, so I might have to come back out later. I'm going to try to do this again later on, but I'm going to keep going as long as the signal allows me. But because this is a very important topic, and we need to be aware for the African American community and who's doing what. We need to be aware of these people, and we need to let them know in no uncertain terms that if you're going to talk that stuff, if you're going to be talking about the Klan as the forgotten ones, and we don't really blame them and all that, you don't speak for us. You don't have a voice for us. We don't want you speaking for us. Go on back to the sunken place, stay there, and rest there, because we don't want you speaking for us. We should be back in the room. We're going to take the kids to the water park. It's a full day of activity. So sometime this evening, I'm going to try to hit you guys up about 7. I'll put an announcement on Facebook because the Wi-Fi is stronger there in the room. So, and I just think, like I told y'all before, I've been having a lot of trouble with this platform. Facebook be doing a lot of shady stuff, depending on the topic that I bring you. So, my Facebook was great all day, but now that we're talking like this, family, stay away from the fire. Back up. What's wrong? What's wrong?
I wanted to see how you doing.
Oh, okay, I'm good. That's my grandson, Tion. But yeah, we're gonna come back to you later because we got to get it more in depth in this process and talk about this topic, because it's these Negroes in the sunken place that's really holding everything up, But before I go, I want to send a shout out to Colin Kaepernick and the boycott. Somebody hacked my ATM card, so I wasn't able to get down into New York. I had to go into the bank and clear up. It was a mess. Somebody hacked my card on Monday because I was in Virginia. I told you guys I was in Virginia working with my brother and his family. We're doing some things. Got a great start on that stuff. My niece is coming out with a video I'm producing with her. And my brother and his wife are doing, look, I'm getting photobombed by Symphony. Symphony is our granddaughter. Beautiful Symphony. Beautiful black sister. But yeah, we're gonna be producing the gospel music with my brother and his wife. So I was down there in Virginia doing all those projects. When I got back home Monday, I think I used one of those janky machines down there, and they hacked my card, so I was hung up. I couldn't get to the NFL office, but shout out to the people that was there. I'm so mad because I wanted to film that whole thing and bring that to you on another episode of the podcast. But my brother was there, and they got some good footage. People were standing up for that brother, And again, even with that, don't get off track, ladies and gentlemen, because they'll let this thing build to a swell and give Colin a job, and then that'll be the end of it. No, that's not the end of it, because that's not what it's about. It's not just about getting Colin Kaepernick a job. It's about the NFL taking responsibility for their role in the social disorder and the disrespect that we are
for these kids, because they want these.
We are experiencing. So just hang in with me. I'll be back later on this evening, and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up. Okay. Listen, I'm out of here. Before I go, we want to send a shout out. Our unsung this week is Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory passed this last week. We want to send a shout out to him and his family. A lot of people know who he is. They know his contribution, but a lot of people don't. Dick did a lot of things behind the scenes. He did a lot of work. He put in a lot of work. Him and Malcolm X were great friends. They did a lot of great things together, and we respect the brother. We respect his efforts and the things that he did for our people. We want to honor him in his passing, and with all due respect to the brother and what he did, the work he did with Malcolm, the work he did with the civil rights movement. You hear about Malcolm, you hear about Martin, and all the other brothers, and but you rarely hear about what Dick Gregory really did, and that brother was really instrumental in a lot of things. He organized a lot of that stuff. Getting people out of jail, feeding people, putting up money for people. Dick Gregory was really instrumental, and he was a force to be reckoned with. And he was one of our sources of knowledge, and it's just chilling to know that he's gone, So I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. The signal, like I said, is jankety, so we're gonna recap this again later on this evening before I go to sleep, and I'll let everybody know when I'm coming back out, because like I said, this is a very important topic, saving Negroes from the sunken place. And I, for one, say, let them stay there. We don't need them. We don't want them. We ain't got the time, energy, or resource to go and pull them out of that quicksand that they done put themselves in. All right. I'm getting them back over here on the grill. Got to get some burgers and stuff going. And I'll see you in a minute.
Oh.